Hey everybody, I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Okay, where do I start? I hate these intros. I never know what to say. Essentially, this video, I am talking about if you have very sensitive skin, be careful of what I'm going to show you. It might not affect you. I have uber sensitive skin, and that has come from my having issues with environmental issues. So it's like if somebody put on perfume the day before and then have a shower, I can end up with a headache. I'm that sensitive. Just things like that, and you'll have to forgive me if I dab at my eye. Allergies have taken over all of a sudden. That's why I have to be extremely careful of what I use in makeup products, because I react to pretty much everything. And I found out the hard way when there was a product, face creams, that I had been using for years that I loved, and then one day I started to have what it looked and felt like was my face peeling off, and we couldn't put our finger on it. My husband was searching the internet like crazy. What are you using that's different? Nothing's different. Everything's the same, because I'm celiac, so I have to be careful. It was a nightmare of a year. And then we figured out what it was, and it was those products. All of a sudden, my skin said, no, you're not using this anymore. We don't like it anymore. So I have to be careful. And because of that, I tend to be very sensitive to a lot of stuff that the average population is fine with. So what I'm going to show you today is stuff that I am reacting to, not necessarily stuff that will impact anybody else. It impacts me, unfortunately. I will tell you what the biggest one is. And the biggest one is highlighters. Powder highlighters. I had used a highlighter a couple of months ago, and I was taking my makeup off, and it was really sensitive here. Very, very sensitive. Like almost like, you know, when you've had some kind of road rash, that's sensitive. And I'm thinking, what could it be? And then it happened again a week later. And I'm like, no, it can't be. And then I guess I started using the liquid highlighters in between the powder highlighters, and it kind of went away. And then for the past 4 days now, it's come back. And I've not been using cream highlighters as much. I was into the powder highlighters again. So I'm like, okay, let's start figuring it out. Today is not going to bother me because my skin needs a break. So I used liquid highlighter, and I'm going to use a liquid highlighter again tomorrow, and then Saturday I'm going to test it again with a different powder. But I get the feeling that I'm not going to be able to use any powder highlighters of any kind. I'm already crying. Oh, good grief. Okay, we'll start with the first one. No, I'm generally crying. We'll start with the first one that got me back on thinking about it. Oh, I didn't take it out. Okay, well, it was from Catrice, and it was the palette, the Catrice palette. I took out the face bronzer and whatchamacallit there, blusher instead. And I know it's not that because the blusher is always below, and it's always here, right below the eye, right on the bone, the eye socket bone. So this one for sure is the Ciate. There you go. This beautiful one. This beautiful, beautiful. Confetti, it's called. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Can't use it anymore. At least I've got some girls that can go to. Another thing, I've been having issues with lip products, and I know it's mostly matte lip products that give me an issue on my lips. It's like I end up looking like I've been outside for 24 hours, you know, the chapped red lips, just from a matte lipstick. And it's not all matte lipsticks, because I was wearing the Fenty one the other day and I didn't react. So again, it's got to be one of those, one at a time. I got to figure out and discard. At least not Fenty. At least that. At least the Fenty is, I'm going to keep the Fenty. But one that I did find out yesterday, because you can see I'm still a little raw, is this Beauty Bakery one. And I'm so used to them being on my head. I've actually asked my husband, where are my glasses? It's Rose Pose Lip Whip. I've actually asked him, where are my glasses? I can't find my glasses. I'm up and down the house. And he's like, Bridget, they're on your head. That's why I've got glasses scattered throughout the house. They're just readers. I've got my real glasses in a specific spot, but my progressives are there, but my readers are everywhere in the house. But for some reason, I couldn't find a pair that day. Right across the highlighter. It's beautiful. It felt nice on my lips. I don't understand why my skin reacted to it. There's got to be a common ingredient in all of these things that my body doesn't like. I need Jen Loves Reviews here. She's so focused and knowledgeable when it comes to ingredients that go into makeup. She's brilliant. She's an absolute, she's a chemist. She's got to be a chemist. Like, I mean, honestly, she's absolutely brilliant. I need her. Here's another one I had on yesterday. I was going to try it some more because I didn't do a good job putting it on because I had only bought it the day before. But it's a brand new product. And it's Almay Velvet Foil Cream Shadow. I loved it on my eyelid. I loved it, but obviously I didn't do a very good job at it. If you look at my video, I pretty much look dead. But I was going to try some other things with it, like find a good mascara and put some eyeliner on. But look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I can't use it. My eyes, if I were to put it on today, tomorrow my eyes would be red. I can feel it. I can feel my eyes are going to be red. That's why I didn't put any on today. I just put powder. And hopefully I'm fine tonight. Because otherwise I've got no makeup on tomorrow. That'd be scary. But yeah, that's those four so far. I can't use them. So while I'm at it, I figured, okay, why not talk about my empties? I've got a few empties, you know. I've got empties at least once a week, if not more often. See, this is where Andalou Naturals. I just finished this toner. I had to go and find a gluten-free skincare regimen. And this, we're talking 10 years ago. And I found Andalou Naturals. And the toner wasn't finished. And toner can go with any kind of skincare, so that was fine. So I finally finished it because I finished last week I had put that one aside to use the Kopari one. The Kopari's finally finished, so I'm back to that. And unfortunately, one product that I know is gluten-free and that does not hurt my skin in any way, I can't use it because it is no longer considered cruelty-free, and that is L'Occitane. I can't use them anymore because they sell in China now. So here's one that I got in a BoxyCharm. It wasn't giving me an issue. It was just crap. Absolute crap. It's the Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Aqua Illuminate. As you can see, it's still 2/3 full. And it's 2/3 full because my husband last week came up to me and he says, "Why do you look so powdery?" What? I'm not supposed to look powdery. That's what this is supposed to stop. And I went to take a closer look with the glasses, and yep, I looked like a floured cake. So I put on, I came and got my e.l.f., put that on, waited a couple of minutes, and I went to see him, and I said, "How's that look?" He says, "Oh, wow, much better." Doesn't work. It didn't hurt my skin. It just doesn't work. Here's another thing I finished. Becca First Light Priming Filter. I used this. I was using this on top of another primer. Like sometimes I would use the e.l.f. Putty Primer or another primer, and then I would use this on top because I like the glowiness. And I like covering up my pores. And hopefully some of the wrinkles. What else did I finish? I finished one of my Physicians Formulas Rosé All Day. Another glowy product. This little one is finished. I've got another one that I'm going to finish, and then I've got a big one, and then that'll be it for... I haven't bought Physicians Formulas since the last product that I bought, which was before I found out that they were no longer cruelty-free. Okay, here's something that I got out of BoxyCharm as well, and it's this Spascriptions, the mud, what is it called? Deep Cleansing Wash Off Mask. I'm telling you, I've been using this once every week and a half for about 4 months. 5 months maybe? It's like, I used it last week because I didn't want to take out any other of my masks, of my container masks, from my drawer of backups until I finished this. And I'm like, okay, this was a month ago. I'm like, okay, I've got maybe 2 weeks left. And then the week after that, oh, still looks like about 2 weeks left. And then another week after, I'm like, okay, well, this will be it. No, I've got another week left. Then I go, it's like, no, I'm not done. What do you mean I'm not done? I should have been done. And I could probably squeeze out another week. Honestly, I could probably squeeze out another week. It's never quit. And I loved it. I really loved it. It was nice. It didn't dry down so tight that you were like, this, I can't talk. And then when you took it off, the skin felt really nice and soft. And I liked it quite a bit. Okay, so now, oh, here's another one that I finally finished. Because, of course, I was using other stuff. But I'm trying to stop going from one to the other. I'm trying to stop doing that. So this Pure Correcting Primer. So I finally finished that. It was very... it was a nice gel, very thick silicone, but it blended well. It was really nice. Will I buy it? Probably not, because it's probably too expensive, but it was really nice. I do, if you have the money to buy this kind of stuff, go for it. My recommendation is I liked it. Doesn't mean you will, and then you're going to grumble, Bridget, you made me spend X amount of dollars. No, that's your choice. I liked it. Okay, so I've been going through my open mascaras. Oh, no, one more before I go. Okay, I had a sample of a pure Get a Grip eyeshadow primer. And I actually used it for a week. I could probably squeeze out another day, but I stopped. It's probably my fault for not putting like a white or my skin toned eyeshadow powder on my lids to set it, but it was very grippy. It was like trying to put powder on duct tape or masking. No, the duct tape is stronger. It was like putting powder on the duct tape. It was like that's exactly how it felt. But as I said, that's my fault. I should have set the primer, and once I was settled on the bed, I was just like, I'm too lazy to go find one. But if you like a grippy primer, you want this one. It was grippy. Okay, back to, as I was saying, I'm trying to go through all of my mascaras that have been open before I open a new one. And I'm getting there. Milani, I was able to use for a week. The organic wear from Physicians Formula, I used a day. And I was like, nah. Nude by Nature, I used for 2 weeks. That I was able to do that. And okay, that's where it is. Maybelline Lash Sensational. I got about 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks out of this one. Now this one, I used it longer than I should have. And I don't know if it's because that's the way the mascara is or because it's older. And that is the Bourjois Eye Catching Mascara. Let me see if I can show you. Look at that. Look at how clumpy everything is. It's all one big clump. It's wet. It goes on wet. But everything just clumps. It's almost like, you know, the popper in the middle that squeezes it to let you take some out. It's almost as if, see, it's very, very wet. It's almost as if it's not big enough. Like like this one. This one is too hard. This one's too tight. It's like, look at that. There we go. Nude by Nature is too tight and Bourjois is too loose. So there we go. I've got 5 mascaras down. So, okay, so there we go. I get to start from scratch on this stuff. There you go. You've got a few of my recommendations. I love the Becca. This came in a BoxyCharm and I loved it. I really did. If I had the money, I would buy it. And I've got 4 more products for my girls. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk with you ladies about, or gentlemen, hopefully both. If you have been on my channel today, you will have noticed that there are 2 videos posted in the past 24 hours. And that is because I posted one in French. Now, I don't know if there is a demand for a French-speaking YouTube video. So I'm hoping that if there is, people find me and let me know. Or if you guys know of somebody who speaks French and would like to see a French-speaking video, well, you can let them know for me. Networking. That's how we work. But no, that's exactly what it is. I've essentially, my husband came up with the idea. He said, why don't you do one in French? I'm like, okay, let's try it. I've got nothing to lose except the time it takes to do a video and work on that video. I'm in bed all day anyway. What else am I going to do, right? So thank you so much, everybody. I am so happy that you took the time to spend some time with me. And I would appreciate it. Any comment, that would be great. If you could leave me a comment. If you would like my video. And please subscribe to my channel. À bientôt.